Hi, I'm Bill Friend, and today I'm going to show you how you can transform your home or kitchen decor with Ultrastone stone veneer panels in just a few hours. Panels are available in different types of stone, depending on the color and decor style that you're looking for. The panels are made from real stone through a special process that makes it very thin and lightweight. Each panel is a little bit unique in its color and tone, so you're going to want to make sure that you mix the light and dark panels throughout the wall evenly. To do this, I suggest you pull panels from 2 or 3 boxes at a time. Ultrastone panels are really easy to install. You don't need any carpet experience, and the peel and stick backing eliminates the need for glue. I recommend you take extra care when you're positioning each panel because the adhesive on the back sticks like crazy, as you can see. I like to work from left to right. Now we're going to install the Ultrastone panels working from the bottom up. Now, we are installing over top of a granite countertop, which I know is perfectly flat and straight. Depending on the type of countertop you're working from, there may be some irregularities. Use a straight edge as I've shown you here and slide along your counter and check if there is any up or down. If you have any undulations in your counter, use your shears to trim your panels to fit and accommodate those irregularities. I'll show you that later. We won't worry about that right now. To get started, peel off the backing. When you're positioning the panel, slide the bottom of the panel tight to the back wall, keeping the panel at a slight angle. Next, slide it to your left, tight to the left wall, and rotate the panel up against the back and press the entire surface firmly. Get a good strong bond. You're going to repeat the same process for the second and third panels all the way through this row. Now here, I'm going to make sure that my edge is nice and flush to the next panel. And notice how I've made sure that my rows of stone line up. It's important that you keep the same size of stone aligned, otherwise you'd have the panel upside down. And press it nice and tight. Very important to get a good solid bond to the wall. One of the really cool features about Ultrastone is you don't need a saw to cut the panels. Panels cut very easily with a good pair of metal shears or even robust scissors. So you can see my line here, and I'm going to cut to remove the entire portion of the line. Use your flat file and file along the edge just to remove any little protrusions. That gives us a nice flat edge. Don't file at an angle because you'll create a white line on the stone. I'm going to dry fit it to make sure it fits. The fit is perfect. Remove the backing. And install the panel. You can see I've installed the first piece of the second row, which is the trim section of the first row. This is our hand cut, this is the factory cut. It's important to keep your factory cuts together so that your seams are nice and tight. And you can see that also keeps our seams staggered so they don't line up. Now, as you can see, we have an electrical outlet here that we have to work around. Very easy, and I'm going to show you how to do that. The opening for an outlet is 2 inches wide by 4 inches high. So I'm going to measure that now. So I'm at 16 and 18 inches. And up and down 1 inch and 7/8. So we're going to cut a complete notch in that panel. So we set 16 and 18. So make a little line at 16 and a little line at 18. And then this way, we set 1 inch and 7/8. Use your square. Make your marks. And this line you can line up by eye, nice and close, and come across. And you're going to use your shears to make your 2 cuts here, and then afterwards I'm going to cut this with my hammer and chisel. All right, fits perfectly. So peel off your backing. Keep it tight to the bottom, slide it right up to the next panel. Get your first edge in and nice and tight. Work your way along. And there it is. We have a little bit of a complicated cut to make here to notch around this part of the cabinet. It's really not that big a deal. The key here is make all your measurements carefully. In fact, as we say, measure twice, cut once. Well, our wall is completely finished. It was a really easy job to do. Took a little over 3.5 hours to finish. Cleanup was almost nothing. No dust, no mess. The wall has turned out absolutely spectacular. I really hope you found the helpful hints that I shared with you today useful to you. And when you're ready to do your next project, I wish you all the best of luck.